Dreamers, episode 55 of Daydreaming. Say, what? Man, you guys are awesome. Seriously, we keep rolling with this. And yeah, so my game plan for this, just so you guys know, it's slightly adjusted when it comes to the daydreaming. We're going to keep going every day until I have to leave for nationals. Once I leave for nationals, the focus is going to be on the three events that also grand total for a fourth event. And at that point in time, we're going to make an adjustment and we're going to go down to twice a week. And that way, what's going to happen is we'll do twice a week for the days that I'm not streaming on, because I need to start altering certain things so I give you guys better quality for other aspects of it, right? So we've been having a lot of good times with this daydream, and we're still going to be doing it every week, twice a week, and that's how we're going to adjust to it. So instead of the 7 times a week, it's going to be twice a week. But I'm also going to be switching to 5 times a week streaming on Twitch instead of just 4. So there's some twistings and some turn-ins of things. And also that'll allow me, with having a little bit of that extra time, I can start doing some more other projects. Because that's what's been happening because of these, which have been great, right? And also, if I had someone who could do all of the editing and whatnot, you know, instead of me just always sitting here in front of the camera, since I have the time to do this, which I love to do. But remember, I want you guys to know that's how I do these things, so you realize what you can do versus what you can't do and all this other kind of stuff, right? So I'm not technically sound. I do all my own editing, though. I do, after this is, you know, I get this prepped, then I do this, and then afterwards I go ahead and make sure it makes sense, the sounds are good and whatnot. I told you I don't edit the video besides the very end usually, and that's, you know, when it cuts off, when I have to turn the camera off, right? So we're going to adjust things because there's other aspects that we need to now focus, right? And this is going to happen to you guys. So you get to realize that even though you might be doing things for months on end isn't necessarily enough to force you to stop. I mean, unless you have no money and your family is starving. Obviously, these are other variables and extremes that I'm not taking into consideration, only because that's going to be something you already know, right? You already know those aspects of your life. So I'm going to be talking about the aspects that we can go ahead and take advantage of in a positive manner that's going to help yourself get to that next level. Gaming reference, anyone? No? Okay. So with that being said, we are going to still rock the daydreaming, but let's recap you on what happened last night. So last night, Speedrun Sundays, awesome. What we did was we got a PB in Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. However, there's so much more time to save, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to switch on over to the emulator, which kind of sucks, just because it's like the pause screen isn't, as far as I can tell, isn't an option on the 3DS. So there's tons of times where there's a bunch of text, right? And it's going to matter in the dungeons. I mean, if you think about how many times I have to open up a chest for a key, for the master key to get into the boss, right? And if there's a special item, right, inside most of those castles, I'm going to need that, and then rupees as well, because there's certain times where we're gonna open the chest for rupees so that we don't ever have to farm for rupees. Because farming for rupees is a whole RNG mess that we don't want to deal with. And so all those different times with all the different text, that is a lot of text I should be able to shave off, which is probably somewhere in the 15-minute range because I haven't been able to do it for any of them because it's not even possible. When I hit start, it's going to go to the screen where it's going to pull up our items. And then when I hit select, what it's going to do, it's going to pull up the screen to go for our map. Now, obviously, A is whatever I apply it to, and then B is whatever I apply it to in regards to which items I'm using. And so, you know what I mean? That's not the option that I need. I need to be able to hit that one that says, do you want to save and continue now? Do you want to? So I got to look. Maybe I'm just overlooking it entirely. And yeah, so once I figure that portion out, that's going to make a huge difference. However, my goal was to get the sum of best under 2.5 hours. We did that for that game. And we got the PB under 3 hours. That's good stuff. However, Live Split wanted to update itself or whatever, and I didn't get to save my times before that happened, or I saved my times and it erased it when I hit the update. I don't know. That was kind of infuriating when that happened, just because for Legend of Zelda, there's a lot of different splits that I have to go back and look to see what time they were for. Anyways, with that being said, we then rolled into Contra. We had some really good runs for quite a while there. We shaved the sum of best by 1 second. So now, if we ran a perfect run, it would be under 11 minutes. It'd be 10 minutes and 59 seconds. That would be stellar. So that was pretty cool. Didn't play that for too long. My forearm really started to burn out real quick because we had some really good attempts there for a while. Like, I thought we were going to get it, right? And when we didn't get it, it was just kind of like, no. So we then transitioned over into Mega Man 2. We didn't get very many runs in Mega Man 2 because obviously it's a longer game than Contra. And yeah, we also, what was really cool is we shaved off on our sum of best for that game as well. I think by 2 or 3 seconds. So now it's like a 40-second gap between my PB time and my sum of best. So yeah, there's some good things that are gonna happen, I think, on Time Tuesdays. When you guys tune in tomorrow, or obviously when you're gonna be watching this on Tuesday, that you'll see we're gonna have some awesomeness happen on Tuesday night. I think we're looking at some double PB territory. Yeah, double PB territory. And anyways, guys, remember, please check out It's Me Effigy. There's only so many times I can say it to you guys. Hopefully you are absorbing this information and realizing, hey, I really do trust what John Anders says when it comes to, content to check out. Maybe I don't watch it all the time, but you know what? I still want to watch it. I want to support that person because they're awesome. For whatever reason you find them to be awesome. And It's Me F and G is one of those characters. He's just, he's a comedian, a character. He's a snarf engine. There's all many different things and different ways you can look at it, and it's pretty awesome. So with that segue, rolling through F and G being awesome, guys, timed Tuesdays. Too cool. Too cool. I know I was talking about just a second ago, but I really enjoy Time Tuesdays. We're going to push it back, and it's now going to start at 6 p.m., so that way none of my streams will start before 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Tuesday will not go as long, right? It won't go till midnight, right? Because normally when I start at 6 p.m., I go till midnight. On Tuesday, I'll probably stop out at the 5-hour mark around 11 p.m., is my guess. But then not that long from now, I think, what's today? So today's the 5th. So 3 weeks from today, Mondays are a part of the equation. So we'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We'll have 5 days of content in a row with the transition of daydreaming down to twice a week on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And that way you guys still have 7 days worth of content to be able to check me out. And so I'm happy about that. Hopefully you guys are happy about that as well. And yeah, we can start to do some cool things because there's some other projects I would love to be able to do, but I'm realizing that to be able to do that and maintain high quality for everything else, I have to adjust my time. Just like I have to adjust my time on speedruns to set a new personal best and keep on moving up that list. So hopefully I can get closer and closer to a world record attempt. I'm really hoping for that sometime soon. I really do. Also, as a real quick caveat for Time Tuesdays, a lot of times on Time Tuesdays, we've been doing some viewer challenges. So don't miss that out. Miss out on that. Wow. That's how you speed run through words. And then by accident, you hit the wrong button. So then you screw it up and then just crash and burn. But yeah, so Viral Shark Media has been coming up with some really, really good challenges. We played Sparkster a few weeks ago. I was able to complete that challenge. We played Joe and Mac 2 for the Super Nintendo as well. And didn't quite complete that challenge. Got close, though. Got real close. And he was still very generous after the whole mess up on my part by not getting it after hours and hours and hours of trying to beat the game. Anyways, I'm going to give you guys another F&G plug right there. Maybe a little bit of that daydreaming subscribe love right here. And dreamers, I will catch you either on Time Tuesdays or another episode of Daydreaming.